Good morning friends. Today we are going to check how graphs are plotting in matplotlib. Matplotlib is the most popular plotting library available for Python. It gives full control for a picker and it was designed to have similar feel to MATLAB plotting. Okay? If you are aware of MATLAB plotting, it will be so easy for you to cover the topic from matplotlib very easily. Okay? And for that, in order to give this program to run in our system, we have to first of all install matplotlib. Okay? In order to install this matplotlib, you have to give the command either conda install matplotlib or you can give pip install matplotlib. Okay? And after giving this command, this matplotlib is going to be installed into your machine. After that, we are going to write the code in order to draw the figure in a matplotlib. For that, I am going to write import matplotlib pyplot has PLT. That's our name of variable. And insert cell below, we have to write percentage another quote percentage matplotlib space inline. This code is we are using here this Jupyter notebook in order to run this command, so that we have to get the output into our Jupyter notebook. So that we are using the statement percentage matplotlib inline. That is, the graph we are going to draw should be appeared as inline in this Jupyter notebook. Okay, and we just plot the show function. That is, in order to draw the Jupyter notebook, we are just showing plot the show function. PLT is notified. So if you are getting such a command, you have to restart and run all again. Restart and run all cells. That's all. And we think that would disappear after some time. Okay. Now I have to run again. Yes, PLT.show function. No error is shown over here. Now I have to write some more code. Import numpy as empty. Then x equals np dot new space. That's the array we are generating to draw the graph. We are space is 0, that is the lower bound, and 5 is the upper bound. Then a number of points should be 11. Okay, 11 number of points should be appeared in the graph which we are going to plot, and 0 is the lower limit and 5 is the upper limit for the graph. Okay, then we are going to we are defining what is x, just like we have to define what is y. Then y is equal to x, then x power of 2, that is the value of y. Now we are going to print what is x and what is y. Okay, I'm going to run this. X is not this one, that is an error showing here. We just restart the kernel once again and we will check what is going to happen, if it is working or not. Unstructured intent. Import numpy as empty. I have to put it from here and I have to paste it upper part of our program. And paste not to find error is shown. Should be in the same level as that of that. Yes, our array appeared just like x, that is this is the x array. This integral is this 0, 5, 11, which is 5. This is the point, and y is the x power of 2. That is, y is not a fixed update. I think I will check whether this is updated here. Yeah, now it is updated here. What it is saying? No, it is okay now. This is the array for the x element, and this is the array for the y elements, and a list is created in order to draw the graph. Okay, and there are two methods to draw a graph in matplotlib. One is the functional method, and the other is the object-oriented method. Okay, and we would like to first discuss about functional method. Using functional method, how we can draw a graph in matplotlib. Okay, then I am going to give plot of, then using x comma y. So this is our object array created in order to plot a graph, and plot show function. That is, in order to show the graph, we are going to draw here. Okay. So it multiply. You can focus further is shown over here. Yeah. So it is the other is up here. It is just appears here. This graph is plotted over here, and you can note that these points are for the x. As we declare the array for the x variable, the lower part is 0 and the upper value is 5. Just like for the y array, it is 0 is the lower value and the upper value is 25. Okay. Not 24, but it should be 0.25. That is, the power of this x value is appeared as the y coordinate here. Now I would like to give some more commands for this too. That is, if we want to draw this figure with another color, we have to give a command just like plot of x comma y comma r. Within r, if I am giving this is the color code, that is the color red is appears to be graph, that is the color code. This is x coordinate, and this is the y coordinate values, and this is the color code. 3 arguments are here. You check what is here. It is applied in the color red. Okay. Now I am going to give the x label and y label for this. PLC dot x label then within code I have to give x label, that is what label I have to appear here, I can give an over here, and for just like that I can give y label also. PLC dot y label of within code what label how to appear for y label, I should give it all here, that is y label itself. Okay. Then one more command I can give all here, PLC dot set title of. Okay. Title of within code I can give the title also. Now we are going to run this. No attribute x label. There is shown over here. I think that L should be also capital. You check what is going to happen. T should be also capital. No attribute x label. It is shown that. So I think that both of these arguments will be small letters. We will check y label. Yes, y label also have to be put in small letter, and just like title I have to use small letter. I think I just. Okay. Yeah, it is working. Title is set over here, that is this one. This title is footer title and the X label and the Y label is applied over here. So this is should be in the Y label. Okay, you check. Now it is for X label for the X coordinate values and Y label for the Y coordinate values. Okay, now it is okay. And I have to give the command, this plot command over here again, because all together with this command I have to draw it properly. Okay. And after that, now the graph is drawn and the label is set. Okay, alright. Okay. Now I would like to give some more commands over here. I am going to draw two plots in the same canvas. How to use this? How to do this? Let us take plot the subplot function. Okay. Using subplot function, I can give three arguments. That is one row and two columns, and the third argument is the plot, this graph number. That is the first graph we are plotting here. Okay. Plot the subplot of one row and two columns, and this is the plot number. This is the graph number 1. Graph number. Okay. Then plot.lt, plot of x comma y r. Then the color should be red. Okay. And after that, I can give one more subplot here. Plot the subplot of, then again one row, two columns, and the color should be in blue. Okay, because the first graph is in red color and the second graph is in white color, blue color, sorry. And I have to plot this to plot of, then for the x coordinate I am giving the y value, and for the y coordinate I am giving the x value. Okay. Now, so this is the plot graph number. This is in graph number 2, second graph, and here the color code has to be given. That is in the blue color. Okay, I am going to run this. Now we are getting two subgraphs. That is, first is that one row element in our list, and the two columns, taking two columns, and this is the first graph. And the second graph is drawing in the color of red. Okay. And the second graph is again one row, two columns, and this is the graph number 2, and it should be in blue color. This is one, and we are getting both of these graphs, and as we are explained here. Okay. Now I think that you got an idea how to create this graph using this functional method. Okay. Now we are going to plot a graph using object-oriented method. In which what I am going to do is, I am going to create a object for a figure equals plot.figure function. Sorry, figure equals plot.figure function. Now when we are giving such a command, it will create a figure or a canvas, but the graph in the canvas is empty now. Okay. We have to add axis and everything for this graph. So we have to write axis equals figure dot and axis function and axis function. Now I have to give some arguments to this function. That is, first argument is 0.1, and second argument is 0.1, and third argument is 0.8, and fourth argument is again 0.8. These four arguments are, this is the lowest x coordinate, and this is the lowest y coordinate, and this is the maximum x coordinate, and this is the maximum y coordinate value. Okay. Now I have to plot this graph. Axis dot plot of using x and y coordinate values. What is going to happen? You check. Now we are getting an axis graph just like we draw using this functional method. Okay. If you wrote a graph is drawn just like this. Here the lower coordinate is 0 and the highest is a 5 and 0 to 125 values are given just like this. Okay. And if we want to set label for this command, what we have to do is access dot plot then access dot set label of set x label, then within quotes I have to give the name for the label x, just like I have to give y label also. Access dot set y label of within quote I have to give the name for the label y label, then access dot set title of access dot set title of within quote we are giving set title. Now figure dot plot for the figure function, figure equal plot dot figure function. We are just checking what is going to happen over here. Labels are also appeared here along with our graph. Okay. We set x label and y label is appeared for x and y axis proportionally, and set title is set for the half the title for the figure. Okay. Now if I am going to add two axes or if I am going to draw two graphs over here, what should I have to use? How to do is I have to axis 1 equals, this is the first axis I am going to create, figure dot add axis then within this list I have to give the arguments just like before, 0.1 then 0.1 then 0.8 comma 0.8. Okay. Then I have to declare one more axis here, that is axis 2 equal figure dot add axis of within the list I have to give the first argument is 1 2, that is 20% space from the left, and next argument is 0.5, it means that 50% space from the bottom, and next argument is 0.4, that is 40% of the total width of our canvas, and one more is 0.3, that is 30% of the total height of the canvas. Okay, for our graph, total height of the canvas. Okay. Now I have to give axis 1 dot plot axis 1 figure dot add axis, 2 axis we have added, and axis 1 dot plot of for the x coordinate it is x and for the y coordinate it is y. Now other argument is fixed, and for the axis 2 dot plot of, for the x coordinate we are giving x value, and for the y coordinate we are giving the x value as well. Okay. Now we are going to plot this graph. This is the output for our code we just written now, in which we can check that this is the first one, that is the larger graph, which is for the axis 1. This is the axis graph, that is 0.1, 0.1, 0.8 and 0.8. This larger one is for that graph, and after that we have added two axes, that is first one, this one is this is for this output, and this one is for the larger graph inside this second figure, and this side axis command for axis 2. quantity 20% from left space and 50% from bottom, and percentage of the canvas width and height is given over here. So this would determine where the graph have to be appeared in the canvas. Okay. This how to be determined by where the position, where the location of the graph in the canvas. Okay. And if I am giving this statement, now we can check where this graph is appeared. This is the 20% and this is the 50% from the bottom. If we are just giving a slight change for this 20 to 50%, we would check what is going to happen over here. Yeah, our graph is just slide from the left to right part of our canvas. That is what is this 0.5 is appeared as 0.2 is converted into 0.5. And if I am giving this 0.5 is to 0.2, what is going to happen is the graph would be moved to the bottom part of our canvas. We would check whether it is, yeah, now our graph is moved to the bottom part of our canvas as we have set our measurements over here. Okay. Now I think that you got an idea basically how a graph is drawing in matplotlib using these two methods. That is, first is functional method and the second is object oriented method. Okay. Now we will come with another video of matplotlib, more how to give more and more settings for this matplotlib for the correct idea for the graph, and how to evaluate all these graph concepts. Till then we can practice more and more questions to draw these types of graphs in order to get more awareness, more insights for these types of graphs for you. Okay? And we will come with another video. Till then, bye bye.